13 important phrasal verbs with set. Set, set, set. Set in. Meanings: start, begin and seem likely to continue. Sentences: the rainy season will set in soon. The rainy season will set in soon. The rain has set in. The rain has set in. Evening sets in early in winter. Evening sets in early in winter. We were late at school as the rain set in. We were late at school as the rain set in. The match set in at 4 p.m. The match set in at 4 p.m. The monsoon will set in soon. The monsoon will set in soon. The winter has set in. The winter has set in. Set up. Meaning: establish. Sentences: the villagers have set up a school in the village. The villagers have set up a school in the village. They set up a factory. They set up a factory. The company has set up several new branches. The company has set up several new branches. He has set up many schools, colleges, and institutions in the rural area. He has set up many schools, colleges, and institutions in the rural area. Her grandfather set up this school about 50 years ago. Her grandfather set up this school about 50 years ago. A university has been set up in this town. A university has been set up in this town. Set off. Meaning: begin a journey. Sentences: he set off his journey at dawn. He set off his journey at dawn. We set off for our boat trip. We set off for our boat trip. We are planning to set off tomorrow. We are planning to set off tomorrow. Set about. Meanings: begin, start. Sentences: she set about her work early in the morning. She set about her work early in the morning. He set about constructing the house. He set about constructing the house. My brother set about helping the poor. My brother set about helping the poor. Set about your work immediately. Set about your work immediately. I must set about my packing tomorrow. I must set about my packing tomorrow. Set apart. Meanings: reserve, save. Sentences: I set apart a part of my income for the orphans. I set apart a part of my income for the orphans. A large amount was set apart for the education of children. A large amount was set apart for the education of children. He used to set apart some portion of his income for religious ceremonies. He used to set apart some portion of his income for religious ceremonies. Set aside. Meanings: save, ignore. reject. Sentences. My father set aside some money for me. My father set aside some money for me. Let us set aside all formalities. Let us set aside all formalities. The High Court set aside the judgment of lower court. The High Court set aside the judgment of lower court. He set aside our objection. He set aside our objection. The judge set aside the petition. The judge set aside the petition. Setback, meaning delay or hinder the progress. Financial problems set back our plans. Financial problems set back our plans. The shortage of materials will set the work back. The shortage of materials will set the work back. Public opinion is setting back the program. Public opinion is setting back the program. Set by, meaning save. Sentences. Set by something for old age. Set by something for old age. She set by a large sum of money for the future. She set by a large sum of money for the future. Set forth, meanings start a journey, make known. Sentences. We set forth early in the morning. We set forth early in the morning. The mountaineers set forth their expedition from Nepal. The mountaineers set forth their expedition from Nepal. The president set forth his views on the subject. The president set forth his views on the subject. The government has set forth its new policies in a statement. The government has set forth its new policies in a statement. Set on, meanings advance to attack, urge to attack. Sentences. She has been set on by a dog. She has been set on by a dog. The angry man set the dog on the boy. The angry man set the dog on the boy. The farmer threatened to set his dogs on us. The farmer threatened to set his dogs on us. The dog was set on the stranger. The dog was set on the stranger. Set out, meaning begin a journey. Sentences. He set out for Mumbai. He set out for Mumbai. They set out early in the morning. They set out early in the morning. He set out at dawn for Kolkata. He set out at dawn for Kolkata. The picnic party set out early in the morning. The picnic party set out early in the morning. My grandmother set out for Brindaban last week. My grandmother set out for Brindaban last week. We set out on our Himalayan expedition. We set out on our Himalayan expedition. Set down, meaning record in writing. Sentences. The police set down my objection. The police set down my objection. The students were asked to set down their experiences of the railway travel. The students were asked to set down their experiences of the railway travel. All the proceedings of the meeting have been set down. All the proceedings of the meeting have been set down.